Hi, welcome to the Kartik Police Script Showcase. From advanced metal detection and elite K9 operations to tactical wall rappelling and high-speed vehicle grappling, every feature is built to redefine the policing experience. Let's explore the future of FiveM law enforcement. Let's take a look at the Academy. This is where FTOs and senior officers train new cadets, running them through a full range of exams, all managed in-game. And you're not limited to what's built in, since you can create your own exams right from the menu. First up, the shooting exam. Cadets are scored on their performance, and the system decides the outcome automatically, pass or fail. If a certification is linked to the exam, it's granted the moment they pass. No paperwork, no manual tracking. Next, the penal code exam. The instructor is given a unique code which they hand the cadet taking the test. The cadet enters it to begin, keeping every exam controlled, supervised, and tied to the officer running it. And finally, the driving course. Here, how you drive is what counts. Every mistake is tracked, and the result speaks for itself. Now let's take a look at the reception desk. Create the zone directly in-game through the admin tablet. Place it wherever it makes sense for your station. No config editing required. Once it's set, officers can walk up and interact with it, toggle themselves on or off duty, or send a notification out to the department. Simple, physical, and right where your officers already are. Now let's take a look at the Armory. Zones are created directly in-game. No config editing required. Admins choose which items appear in the Armory and set a rank requirement on each one, so only officers at that rank or above can pull it. From there, you can build your own personal loadouts. So gearing up takes seconds instead of clicking through a list every shift. Department managers can go a step further and create loadouts for specific ranks or for cadets, handing them everything they need in a single action. And if you'd rather gear up piece by piece, individual items are always available too. Now let's take a look at the Designer app built right into the police tablet. This is where you design your own badges and ID cards, live, in-game, with no external tools. Drag shapes onto the canvas, arrange them, and build something that's genuinely yours. If you'd rather not start from scratch, the script ships with pre-made badges and ID cards you can use as a base and take in your own direction. And it's all editable mid-server, so your departments can evolve as your city does. Once the design is ready, you can issue it, edit it later, or share it, straight from the tablet. Now let's take a look at the duty belt. It gives officers a dedicated space of their own, somewhere to keep the gear they actually reach for on shift, without digging through a full inventory to find it. Now let's take a look at the police tablet, the officer's side of the system and everything they carry with them on shift. It opens on the front desk, toggle on and off duty, and push a message out to every officer on the force. From there, personnel handles ranks, and access controls what each department can reach. Fines gives you a full lookup on any citizen's history, and lets you build your penal code right inside the tablet. No config files, no restarts. Financial shows you every dollar moving in and out. Then the field tools. Gallery holds every photo you've taken. Bodycam and Dashcam let you pull up footage, record it, and review it whenever it's needed. Vehicles is your lookup hub. Ownership checks, impound lot, seized vehicles. And it's where you choose your livery preset before you take a car out. Designer is where badges get made. Academy runs the whole training pipeline. Courses, exams, certifications, and training logs, with cadets tested through a unique code. Shift logs show you who is on duty and when. And settings keeps it simple. Set your call sign and go. Now let's take a look at the admin tablet, where the whole department gets built. Create a department, set its logo, and shape it from the ground up. Define your zones, place your PEDs, and choose exactly how officers interact with them. Stock the armory with the items you want available. Set up your garages, add vehicles, and assign livery presets, rank by rank, so a cadet and a captain don't roll out in the same car. Then there's the vehicle shop. Pick exactly which vehicles show up for purchase. Beyond that, a full settings page. Every option adjustable in real time, no restarts, no config files. And admin logs, so nothing happens in your department without a record of it. Now let's take a look at another one, the notebook. Write up your notes, sketch out a scene by hand, and save it all in one place. Pull in the evidence photos you've already taken or drop in an image from any custom URL. Set the note type so everything stays organized and it's yours to pull up whenever you need it. Mid-shift, mid-investigation, or 3 days later when the case finally breaks. Now let's take a look at the Bodycam. If you already own Kartik MDT, the feature is automatically disabled here in the police job. No duplication, no conflicts, no setup needed on your end. An officer turns their Bodycam on, and when something matters, they hit record. That footage is saved and can be reviewed later, giving you a proper record of what happened on scene, and solid evidence when it's needed. Now let's take a look at the Dashcam. The moment an officer sits in their vehicle, the Dashcam comes on by itself. No button, no menu, nothing to remember mid-pursuit. And if that's not how your server runs things, it's a single toggle in the config. From there, others can pull up that officer's Dashcam feed live, hit record, and save the footage for later. So, whatever happened out on the road can be reviewed whenever it's needed. Now let's take a look at the GPS tracker. It gives you a clean phone-style interface for keeping track of your officers. From here, you can set or change your call sign, and it syncs automatically with Kartik MDT and the police tablet. One identity everywhere. And if you're already running Kartik MDT, the tracker disables itself. The MDT already has its own, so there's no duplication and nothing to configure. It just steps aside. Otherwise, you're in full control of visibility. Decide which jobs and departments can see each other's blips and set the color for each. So at a glance, you know exactly who's out there and where. Now let's take a look at the GPS dart. Fired onto a suspect's vehicle or anywhere else you need eyes on, and it starts feeding a live position back to your officers. Follow from a distance, hang back, and let the tracker do the work. Just know its limits. Take it into the water and the dart goes dark. Now let's take a look at the police drone. It comes as 3 separate items: the drone, the remote, and the battery. Pair the remote to the drone and you're flying. Range is limited and fully configurable, so you decide how far your officers can push it. Use it to scout ahead, slip into spaces you couldn't reach on foot, and investigate a scene before you ever step into it. Just keep an eye on that battery. When it runs dry, the drone doesn't come home on its own. And it isn't only for eyes in the sky. The drone doubles as a storage unit with limited slots, letting you move items across the map. How you use that is up to you. Now let's take a look at the Helicam. From the air, you can pull identities on civilians below and check ownership on any vehicle in frame. Everything you need to make the call before you commit. Switch between vision modes on the fly: normal, night vision, thermal. And when you find your target, lock on. But the lock isn't unbreakable. Take that vehicle under a bridge or into a tunnel, and it times out. So a helicopter overhead doesn't mean the chase is already over. Now let's take a look at the evidence camera and gallery. Open the camera straight from the gallery app in your tablet, frame the shot, and take it. The photo saves to the tablet instantly. No uploading, no waiting, no external links. It's yours to use right away. And those images don't just sit in a folder. You can drop them straight into your notebook, so your evidence and your notes live side by side, exactly where you need them. Now let's take a look at the handheld metal detector. Sweep it over someone nearby and it picks up what they'd rather keep hidden. Weapons and other items they shouldn't be carrying. A quick scan, and you know what you're dealing with before things go sideways. Now let's take a look at the metal detector. The walkthrough kind, for the places that need it. Set it up at an event, a courthouse, a checkpoint, anywhere you want people screened before they get in. Anyone carrying what they shouldn't gets flagged the moment they pass through. And you decide who's exempt. Whitelist certain jobs and they walk straight through. Because some people are supposed to be armed. Now let's take a look at the Lidar. Point it at a vehicle and it reads the speed and the plate in an instant. And when you've got what you need, lock it in. The speed and the plate stay right there on your display. So even if they hit the gas and disappear, you've already got them on record. Now let's take a look at the vision goggles. Put them on and the dark stops being a problem. Switch between night vision and thermal on the fly. See what's out there and see who's hiding in it. Now let's take a look at mugshots. Bring your suspect in and the system captures all 3 angles, as front, left, right, the way it should be done. The record is saved automatically and it doesn't stop there. Every mugshot is pushed straight to your Discord through a webhook with the full details attached. So your staff have a permanent, time-stamped log of exactly who came through booking. Now let's take a look at the K9. Add as many breeds as you want through the config, and give each one its own specialty, including exactly what it's trained to detect. It's all yours to define. Out in the field, your K9 works with you. Send it after a suspect and it'll take them down. Order it to follow, to search a person, and once they're detained, search them properly. Vehicles too. Bring the dog around a car and let it find what someone's hiding. And it's not all work. Tell it to bark, tell it to sit, or load it into your vehicle when it's time to move. A partner, not just a tool. Now, let's take a look at the Grapple Gun. Aim, pull the trigger, and you're up. Rooftops, ledges, vantage points you'd never reach on foot. It opens up the map in a way officers just don't have otherwise. And in the right moment, it changes everything. One aim, one button. That's it. Now, let's take a look at wall rappel. Step up to the edge, drop the rope, and go over the side. It's the way down from a rooftop you'd otherwise be stuck on. Controlled, clean, and straight into the scene below. Now let's take a look at the garage. Create your garage zones directly in-game and set the exact spawn point where vehicles come out. No guesswork, no clipping into a wall. Vehicles are registered through the admin tablet with their spawn code, so only what you've approved shows up in the list. And livery presets carry through here too. Set them up in advance, and officers pick the one they want as the car comes out. The right vehicle in the right livery, ready to roll. Now let's take a look at the vehicle shop. Create the shop zone in-game and set who's allowed through the door. Permissions control who can even open the menu. Add the vehicles you want available for purchase and lock each one to a grade. So a rank buys what their rank is supposed to buy and nothing more. Once an officer makes the purchase, the vehicle is theirs. It goes into their garage and it's ready whenever they are. Now let's take a look at the Vehicles app. Run a plate and it tells you exactly who that car belongs to. One lookup, no guesswork. From there, check what's currently impounded and see which vehicles are still sitting in the police lot, waiting to be released. Now let's take a look at the vehicle radar. Run the radar layout command and set it up exactly how you like. Position it. Choose the layout that works for you and it stays that way. Out on patrol, it reads the vehicles around you automatically. Front and rear coming and going. And when something catches your eye, lock the plate with a keybind. Speed captured, plate captured, right there on your display. No fumbling, no menus. Just a clean record of who was doing what and when. Now let's take a look at the vehicle grappler. Pull in close, trigger the launch, and it hooks onto the vehicle in front of you. Once it catches, they're not going anywhere. No spike strips, no PIT maneuver, just a clean stop and a chase that ends the moment you decide it does. Now let's take a look at the vehicle gun rack. Open the radial menu inside the car and pull up the storage under your seat. Right there, without leaving the vehicle. And every seat has its own. Store what you need where you're sitting, and it's exactly where you left it when you get back in. Now let's take a look at the vehicle impound. Create the impound zone in-game, wherever it fits your city, and set the spawn point yourself so vehicles come out clean, with nothing colliding. From there, officers can pull up the impound list or impound a nearby vehicle right where it sits. Seize an owned vehicle and it goes straight onto that list, off the streets and out of the owner's hands. It stays there until an officer decides to release it. Their car, your call. Now let's take a look at the Citations and Fines system. An officer can issue a fine to a civilian directly, right there on scene. And if you already own Kartik MDT, there's nothing to worry about. Your charges sync straight into the police tablet automatically. No rewriting your penal code, no maintaining two separate lists. Once a citation is issued, the record is right there. The Financials app shows the transaction, and the Fines app shows exactly who was charged, what for, and their full history alongside it. And when your server needs something new, you can add charges of your own at any time. Now let's take a look at the object placer. Set down whatever the scene calls for, so road barriers, warning signs, cones, and lock down an area properly. Then there's the spike strip. Lay it in the right place at the right time, and any vehicle that runs it comes away with shredded tires. From there, they're not outrunning anyone, and the chase ends on your terms. Now let's take a look at pursuit mode. Flip your vehicle into a different mode and its speed and handling change with it, tuned to whatever values you set in the config. Every vehicle can be configured on its own, so a cruiser and an interceptor behave the way they should. When the chase starts, you've got the car you need. Now let's take a look at the restraint system. Cuff someone from the front and their hands go in front. Come at them from behind and it's behind the back. The animation follows the approach every time. Zip ties work the same way. From there, you decide how it plays out. Hard cuff and they're not going anywhere. Escort and they move with you, in and out of a vehicle, wherever you need them. Double lock the cuffs to make sure they stay on. And if you've got a lockpick on you, cuffs can come off too, with a minigame standing between you and freedom. Search them, frisk them, and go through their inventory. But it's never one-sided. The person in cuffs gets their own minigame. A real chance to slip out and run for it. Nobody's just a prop. Now let's take a look at stashes. Create them in-game, exactly where your department needs them. Personal stashes for individual officers, shared stashes for the team, and dedicated evidence storage to keep what matters separate. Set them up your way and everything ends up where it should be. Get the police job now at kartikscripts.store. Take a look at our other scripts too and use code POLICE15 for 15% off for a limited time.